So here I am in Lane's studio. This is the gentleman that bonded me and my son forever. My first matching tattoo was with my son, and we got it for Christmas. I love it. So we're here with Lane. We're having this conversation. Are you healed? This is a series where we get to have a real conversation, and it's solely based off the person I'm having a conversation with. It has nothing to do with me. So I'm excited. I want to thank you first off for even saying yes. And then I want you to introduce yourself, and then we're just going to jump right into the questions you've already answered. You've sent me, I've asked you some questions, and you've answered them. So I've based the conversation around them.
Okay. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? My name is Lane. I am a professional tattoo artist here located in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm the owner of Lane Ink Tattoos and Fine Art Studios. You can come by, check us out. We have a fully staffed, well-trained artist, a staff full of well-trained artists. Looking forward to helping you guys out. We take walk-ins. Walk-ins are welcome Monday through Saturday, 12:30 to 10:30. We're located at 5329 Emerson Street. You can catch us on Instagram as well, where the full line of artists is posted on Instagram at lame.ink. That's LAME dot INK. Or you can follow my personal page at Lame Doing Tats. That's LAMEDOINGTATTS.
Lane doing tats, and Lane does some good work. And I'm not just saying that because he did mine, but he did mine because he does good work.
Right.
So we're just gonna jump into this. Like I said, you've already answered a couple of questions for me. And so, based off of those answers, I've derived this set of questions that I'm going to ask you today.
Okay.
So, once you told me, you said, people don't see that I care. Who made you feel like you had to hide that?
I wouldn't necessarily say people um, make a person feel like you have to hide it. I remember that was a good question you asked. What was I think that was like what was the thing that you feel like a lot of people overlook?
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's not necessarily thinking you have to hide it. It's more so people overlook it themselves. The fact that when you go out of your way for them, people think just because you do something for them, or saying you do a favor X, Y, and Z, whatever the case may be. Um, a lot of times people think that you're just capable of doing it. A lot of people don't understand. Sometimes you overextend to assist just off the strength of you knowing that um, you doing this small gesture or whatever for them is not necessarily as much of an inconvenience to you as much of a benefit. The benefit for them outweighs the inconvenience for you, so you still do it. But people forget to realize that, hey, you did this because you care. It's essentially like I didn't mind the inconvenience that it caused me to help you. A lot of people, I've noticed through a lot of trauma that I went through, throughout my life, I was experiencing that. I did notice that a lot with whether it be peers, whether it be partners, whether it be even family members, things of that nature. I've seen it. It's like, dang, um, just when you looking at hindsight, just like, why are you feeling a certain way? Why do you move a certain way? You kind of figure things out when you actually ask yourself those honest questions. Saying, why am I feeling like this? What makes me look at things like this? What makes me respond to certain things like this? And that was one of the answers that I found myself like, dang, I feel underappreciated kind of in a sense. It puts you in a space to feel unappreciated. Like, dang, did you forget that? Like,
I almost lost something
yeah,
to do
like
this
to
for
do this
you.
little. For you, it was like saving the day, but for me, it was like I kind of still inconvenienced myself, or put myself in a position that necessarily I wasn't desired to be in, but whatever. That had,
I still did it
yeah, I still did it.
because I care about you.
Yeah, a lot of people forget that. I've seen that.
Yeah, that's a good one. You say you focus on emotional security.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time you didn't feel emotionally safe?
Ooh, ooh. I remember that question too as well. Yeah, that one was. Yeah, you had some good questions. Those were dope. They were actually some dope ones. Actually, maybe ask those. I had to have like a real one-on-one with myself, even going through the whole list. But there's a lot of like relationships dealing mainly with relational trauma. When I answered that question, it took me to a space of relational trauma. Like um, a lot of times, men in general, we don't necessarily have those spaces to, present our emotional standpoint, or emotional inability, or whatever the case may be. We don't have safe spaces in that, and I've experienced situations where they said I wasn't emotionally safe, quote unquote, for lack of better words. It was whether it be things that I've expressed to a person were used against me later on later dates, or whatever the case may be in certain situations, or whether it was just like it was brushed under the rug when I'm expressing, emotional discrepancies or things of that nature, or whatever. A lot of times, us as men, we've experienced those things. Like I said, our emotions get swept under the rug. We taught to mainly just keep it pushing, keep it going.
Big boys don't cry.
Yeah, things like that. Yeah. So those were traumatic experiences that I had to to heal through as well. Throughout this thing called life.
This thing called life. So, how do you look back now and say, I won't put myself in those positions anymore? Or do you still protect yourself? Or is it now you have to be, this is a non negotiable in a relationship now? I have to be able to express who I am.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like but not in the sense of a lot of times people even can turn that into a negative thing. Yes, it's very imperative that I am in a situation where I'm able to express my emotional, whatever grievances or whatever. But at the same time, it's not to the extent of my emotions trump everything. No, because at the same time, if I want to be emotionally respected, I would have to as well, take other people's emotions into consideration. So it's not like I trump everything. No, that's not the case at all. But it's very much well top of the list. Like, hey,
I do have my non-negotiables.
Yeah, one place I ain't finna go back and forth. Places one place I ain't finna go is back and forth about my emotions. Nah, I'm finna say how I'm feeling, and then we finna go about how we finna rectify that, rather than just I gotta keep this bottled up, or say, well, I'm in the wrong for expressing that I have a discrepancy with what's going on, whatever the case may be, or I'm not finna feel like I'm in the wrong for feeling a type of way about something that's going down. I'm entitled to that just as well as you are.
Absolutely. Does that make you say I will only be in a relationship with someone that has that emotional intelligence, or is that I'm willing to work and let you grow to find that same emotional intelligence that I had to
Um, I mean, we all heal. I mean, we all healing. We're all in a healing state at all times. It's never nobody in the world is truly 100% healed at any given time because we experience trauma daily. So I can't demand that somebody have it all put together. Off rip. Because at the same time, yes, I may have that sector of my life kind of figured out or understanding on that, but it's still other things that I'm still dealing with. So I can't expect them just to have that. You know what I'm saying? Because they might have some other areas in their life under wraps that I don't. So you know what I'm saying? At the same, within some respect, within some regard, yeah, you better have your emotional intelligence intact, and you know what I'm saying, that you better have it. But it's still understanding that we're all growing in our own. We're all growing.
So it's we should be emotionally adult enough to be able to have conversations, and that part should not have to interact.
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely us having actual engagement or conversation about our emotional standpoint or emotional well-being within our dynamic. It better be imperative to you in order to have something going on with me.
So you say you're always elevating your role, but when do you give yourself grace?
Ooh, I actually have a lot of trouble with that. I actually have a lot of trouble with giving myself grace. Like, kind of remembering, like, yeah, I have accomplished X, Y, and Z. I have done a lot. I have checked off a lot of things on my list, so on my to-do list. But I still find myself kind of beating myself up a lot, beating myself up about things that I still struggle with, or every now and then when I do still stumble. But I'm learning. I'm learning to, like I say, pat yourself on the back. Remember those small wins. Congratulate yourself on the small wins.
Right.
A bunch of consecutive small wins eventually total out to a big one. You know what I'm saying? It totals out to a whole lot of change.
Absolutely.
A whole lot of improvement.
So you say you shut down when you're hurt. What are you afraid would happen if you didn't?
I don't know. I just feel like a lot of times, I know that it probably ain't necessarily the most healthy resort, But I just find it more safe. One thing I ain't gonna do is hurt myself. So the easiest thing I found to do is just all right, just shut up. Just kind of shut down real quick. Kind of not necessarily shut down in the sense of not do nothing about nothing, but more so in the sense of like seclude myself.
Okay.
I seclude myself and I handle and I sort things out myself rather than try to ask for help or involve others in it. You know what I'm saying? Just because I've been shown that, for lack of a better word, people don't care about you as much as they portray they do,
Mm.
or at least the people I've been exposed to in this thing called life, they necessarily don't. So I just found that's kind of my safe space. Though I'm still working through that, and I understand like yeah, that's probably not the most healthy route to go about it, but it's still until further notice. That's kind of where I found it. You know what I'm saying? Actually, this is cool. I actually drew all of this myself.
Oh wow.
One thing I didn't draw was
The glass.
glasses, but even that I kind of still did my own thing.
I have a good one.
Mm-hmm.
You say you ignore red flags. Do
Mm-hmm.
you think that's for hope or fear?
Um, it's more so an optimistic thing, so I would kind of say the hope. Um, there have been things that I have noticed in myself that dang, a lot of this could have been avoided if you would have just paid attention to boom, this happened right here. That was a dead giveaway right there. The whole time it was a red flag. That could have been just if I took heed back when I first kind of when my antennas went up. It would I could have avoided a lot of situations, over the course of my life. But just seeing in people what I want to see, or just hoping for the best, you know what I'm saying? Kind of puts me in a space of just like, oh nah, they wouldn't do that, or nah, they wouldn't do me like that, or
They said they care.
yeah, nah, they said they care, nah, they said they fuck with me, they said they're my people, nah, they wouldn't do me like that.
So what do you do when you see red flags now?
Oh, no, I definitely take more heed to it. I'm very much more attentive. Um, um, I still struggle. Not necessarily struggle with it. I still kind of, I have a tendency to ignore it or push it off to the back burner just to make sure, to kind of like, all right, because when I address it, it's kind of direct. So, but at the same time, it's nothing. I'm learning that there's nothing wrong with being direct when addressing the discrepancy.
Mm,
If you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong. But at the end of the day, it's not no underlying ulterior motives or nothing going on or no kind of like ill feelings or weird feelings going around. I'm also not going to walk around uneasy just because I don't want to address something. I don't feel address this.
my feelings matter, and
Yeah,
they
my
will be
feelings
heard.
matter. Yeah, just as well as I would want somebody to do the same with me. Like if I did something unknowingly that made them feel a type of way, I would hope that they come bring it to me instead of just walking around feeling some type of way and I don't know nothing about it. Every time I walk in the room, they kind of got their face turned up and I'm not knowing nothing.
Right. Be honest with me. If you don't like me, tell me you don't like me to my face,
Yeah,
please.
tell me what's up. Tell me what I
Tell
did.
me
Cause,
why.
you know what I mean? Because I probably did it on accident, not even knowing.
Okay. So you said you've been hurt, excuse me, by people close to you.
Mm-hmm.
Did that change how you love now?
Uh, yes and no. Not necessarily how I do, because I'm still me. Can't let outside influence change the person I am. But at the same time, it has made me more weary. It made me more intentional in what I do. Um, I don't just freely just give myself out to people, as much as I used to. More so like just kind of show me your work.
Okay. Show me your worth that I show you what I'm worth.
Type.
Understand.
Exactly.
And you said you don't respond to everything anymore. Is that for peace or is that for protection?
Not necessarily protection. I definitely I would protect myself if need be, but more so in the sense of sometimes everything don't need a necessary response. Necessarily. Some things work themselves out in themselves. Some things like some things you really don't have to add a fuel to the fire. Sometimes. Some things really just figure themselves out on their own, literally, and that's sometimes the best route for it to be.
Okay.
Truth is the truth. You don't really have to, you know what I'm saying, do a lot to kind of prove that. You just let things unfold as they should. Sometimes time is itself.
So, what about in those times, in those instances, and it's your piece is borderline bothered? Do you speak on that now, or do you?
Oh yeah, nah, for sure. Now one thing we're not gonna do is disturb this piece over here. I don't work hard to get here, so yeah, nah, we're gonna be doing whatever we can at all costs to keep this. And it came a long way.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you said you forgive them,
hmm
but have you released the impact that it's had on you?
Nah. Yes, I forget. I remember that question too. I think it was like, what's one thing that you would want people who done hurt you in the past?
Hmm.
Yeah, what would you want them to know?
What would you say to them
Yeah, what would I say to them?
if
Yeah,
they were watching
yeah, they
right
were
now?
watching it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgive them. It wasn't. I haven't internalized it in a sense. I would let them know that. Yeah, I haven't internalized it. I don't feel like it was my fault. I don't feel like it was a. I did something to you to make you do whatever you did. You know, I don't. I forgive them. And I don't. Um, it is what it is. Like I forgot what the other part I said, but it was just like it is what it is. And like I said, I actually embrace what it means because the product now it's a lot. Um, I'm a lot more intentional with what I do, and that produces better fruit out of it.
Mm.
It's a lot less wasted energy. I don't pour myself into people who are not deserving of it. So that energy in turn stays within me. So it's like I'm a better person myself.
I water my own fruit.
Yeah, I'm one of them. Yeah, it's like and I've very much well been in that space lately. Like as of lately, or these recent years, like it's been on something like, yeah, I got to take care of me. I spend a lot of time taking care of others. I spend a lot of time, you know, looking out for others. It's time to really like I got to do for me first, and it's okay. But I had to go through what I went through, everything I had to witness, and I had to witness everything I witnessed. I had to experience everything I experienced to get to this point. But if I hadn't, I would still be doing what I've been doing. So I rather than just release it, like it's not in a negative sense. I don't harbor ill feelings towards nobody. I don't harbor ill feelings towards none of the situations I've been through. Nah, like I said, I embrace the lessons that it taught me. I embrace the new mentality that I have afterwards because it made something better.
Love
So I ain't mad. Nah, like I said, it's not, and it's not on some uh payback. I don't like I said, I'm not harboring ill feelings or anything like that. Nah, it literally just elevated my consciousness. It got me to a point of like, oh, bet now I know that's also an outcome of it. So now, what do we need to do to protect ourselves from that? What do we need to do to prevent these things from happening again? That's somebody caught me on the blind side. All right, bet. Now I know that's more aware.
Now I know that's a blind side.
Yeah, that's more so how I feel about it rather than like looking at it as something I need to release. Or it was a time when I was hurt. You know, like I don't release the pain. Like it don't hurt no more. It don't hurt no more. That's what the question was. Yeah, no, it don't hurt no more.
Right. You let that go.
Yeah, I'd have let that go for sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, did you let that go before you healed? Did you let it go when you realized you were healed? Or did you let it go after the healing had completed itself?
I'm gonna say, like I said earlier, like we all still healing. Like we all experience trauma on a daily basis. So um, nobody is truly 100% healed. But through healing, through different healing processes, through everything, I feel like releasing the hurt is a part of the healing process. You can't call yourself healed from a situation without releasing the hurt because You still hurting. You're not healed. Like think of it in the sense of like you fall and hurt yourself. Like you fall and cut you scrape your knee. If it's still hurting, it's not healed. When something is healed already, when this cut right here on my leg, when I fell and cut my leg on this glass, it was hurting in the midst of it. When that wound was there, it was hurting. Yes, it hurt. The pain here. Does it hurt now? No. Why does it not hurt no more? Because it's healed. I let the pain go for it to heal. If I kept harboring the pain, sitting like, my leg hurt, my leg hurt, my leg hurt. I'm still healing. It's still the process of healing. When it's done hurting, you're healed from that instance. Now, I could have, in the process of this healing, I could fall and scrape this leg. So now I'm healing from some other shit. I could fall and scrape my elbow. Now I'm healing from some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? A friend could hurt you right here. But you heal from that. And in the midst of your friend hurting, your girlfriend done left you. You know what I'm saying? Or in the midst of that, now you done lost a relative over here. Like, every day we healing from something. So it's never
something.
Yeah. It's always something. When you release the pain from those situations or whatever, that's where you heal from that. That's the process. It's kind of like the nail in the coffin.
So I have two more questions. Mm-hmm. What does healed mean to you first?
What does healed mean to you? Being aware and in control of emotional responses, emotional and psychological responses to like everyday situations and interactions. Okay. Aware and in control of, because a lot of times people not even aware that they're reacting emotionally to a situation. People not even aware that they can control their emotions in a situation regardless of what's happening to them. Regardless, like something could be happening to you that's totally not your fault and totally you don't deserve it. But still, how you gonna respond to it is completely up to you. Right. It's completely within your willpower to respond how you choose to respond, no matter what is happening to you. You're only in control of that. You can't control what happened to you, but you can always control how you respond to it. And that's the main thing that a lot of people don't realize. And I feel like a lot of times that's the premise behind a lot of trauma. The premise behind it. Because like, yeah, it happened to you, but you can control, you know what I'm saying, what happens after that. How you maneuver that space. Are you gonna let it control you? Are you gonna, let somebody manipulate you into doing something that you necessarily would not agree with doing on a regular basis? At the end of the day, it's always manipulation. Are you gonna let somebody get the outcome they want out of you rather than the outcome you want out of you?
And last question. If Lane could give Lane, future Lane, some advice, what advice would you give future Lane?
If me now can give some advice for the future me, oh man, I don't even know. I don't even know what that nigga getting into right now. That nigga faces some totally different shit that I'm not even ready for. That the me right now ain't even ready for. So honestly, I wouldn't even know what to do. But I could say some advice that I would give my younger self. Maybe I could probably say, be more patient with yourself. Give yourself more grace. And those are things that I tell myself now to prepare myself to go forward. So I can say, in a sense, that would be the advice I would give.
Keep giving yourself grace.
Yeah, keep giving yourself grace. Be patient. Let things happen. Some things you don't gotta make happen. Some things you gotta let happen. Because God got this shit ordered out already. Like He already done made me into the man I'm supposed to be. I just gotta get there. So like, just let it happen. Let it. Like you just gotta get there, bro. Just
keep walking.
Just get there.
Keep getting up.
Yeah, you don't gotta get there no faster than what you already gonna do. So just get there, bro. It's okay. You can't make it happen no faster than it's already going to. It's already said. It's already done. Like, that's how I would like. That's what I tell myself on the regular now. Like it's okay. Like relax. My anxiety be going through the roof nowadays. Like, but bro, that shit already written. It's already written. It's already done. Like that's why I can see it so vividly. Like sometimes I have to check myself. Like that's why the anxiety kicks in because you see it so vivid. It's there. Just let yourself get there, bro. You can't speed this shit up. You can't.
You can't make it no faster.
You ain't no faster than God, bro. You ain't like, bro. Just let this shit happen. Let it happen. It's okay. That's a fight I daily like daily do. Whew, that's a battle I fight daily.
A daily grind fight.
Yeah, like
It's
literally, let it happen, bro. It's okay. You can't make it happen no faster. Just let it. It's coming to you. It's already written. God wrote it down. It's done.
your will is already
Yeah,
done. You just
it's
have to
done.
live it.
You just
Like
gotta
it,
let.
your book has already been
Yeah,
written. They already we are. He knows the
yeah, it's
outcome.
done. It's already
Right.
there. Just do it, bro. Just let it happen. Let it unfold.
I love it. Well, I thank you for this conversation. I'm pretty sure your shop is like, okay, give us music back. We have given y'all time. So we thank you, Lane.
No problem.
Again,
No problem.
tell the people one more time where they can find you.
You can find me on all social media platforms at Lame Doing Tax. That's LameDoingTax. As well, you can find my entire studio lineup at on all social media platforms at Lame Inc. That's LAME.INK. And remember, live as myself every day.
I love it. Well, I thank you guys for your time. On to the next one.
Peace.